All right, let's talk about where this Celtics team is right now in terms of the season. They're 34-10. They head into their little mini break after London with a lot of momentum, the 7-game winning streak we were talking about, and they take on future Celtic Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans.
Former Celtic Rajon Rondo.
And former Celtic Rajon Rondo and his 25 assists. Not that was blown up or anything. But anyway, they take on the Pelicans on Tuesday night at TD Garden, and I think that there'll be some fascinating storylines going into that game. But the Celtics are in great shape here with the Pelicans and a rematch with the Sixers at TD Garden a week from tonight to really take command of the number 1 spot in the East for a second straight year.
Yeah, I think the Celtics, I think this is the part of the schedule where you start seeing a little lighter competition. To say, because you have
which is amazing
because when you think about it, they played a lot of tough games early in the season. You have the Spurs, Rockets, Warriors, teams of that nature, the up and coming Bucks, Rockets. Yep. So now you play little teams that are below your playing weight. You got to maybe experiment a little bit. I mean, we've seen Abdul Nader play a little bit, Shane Larkin's being able to play. I think it gives the team more of an opportunity to see what else they can do.
The other thing too is my question, the flip side of that. The Celtics performed so well following the Hayward injury after kind of getting back on their feet, no pun intended, from the Hayward bad joke, but from the Hayward injury. And they hit their stride and they played so well with such a compressed and condensed schedule. Right. Today, it almost felt like you said they didn't have their legs. Is less games and less, I guess, challenges going to allow the team to maybe settle back a bit? You've seen it happen with the old.
Look, if there's any team that knows how to manage the rest and do what's best. I mean, we talked about it in the offseason, how the Celtics restructured their medical science and training staff. Yeah. Really, they overhauled it. And this is one of the reasons, and I think one of the benefits we're seeing, is that the Celtics know how to manage when they play a lot of games in a short period of time or very few games in a longer period of time.
I think with the Celtics going for it, I think when you have less games and more days off, I wouldn't be surprised if the team wins 60 games. You know,
I mean, at this point, they're
it's pretty inevitable.
I think people would be disappointed if they didn't.
My prediction is I see the Celtics winning mid-60s. I'll say 64, 65, 66.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're on track. I had them at 53 wins, so I'm way off track. But that's a tribute to who? Brad Stevens.
Coach of the Year easily.
We hope.
Yes.
I would think so.
I think it's a one-man race.
I thought in the past he might be, too, but this year has to be with the Hayward injury, I would say.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a whole new topic. That's a whole other topic.
Yes. Okay.
But Kyrie Irving is a big part of that.
Correct.
And there was a lot of questions about his leadership abilities, his selfishness or unselfishness. On this team, he has done everything that we as journalists would expect of a leader of a franchise.